I'm feeling good.
A white Hispanic woman is suing because she wasn't allowed benefits from a program specifically designed to help black mothers in California. Now, listen to black people respond to this nonsense.
We're really going to keep doing this until they dismantle every single thing that helps erase the disparities that affect black folks. So a Latina is suing this organization because they have a program specifically for black infants. In fact, it is literally called the Black Infant Health Program. It was established by California legislature to help reduce black infant mortality rates and address health disparities among black women, infants, and children. None of that matters when you're Erica Jimenez, because she wanted access to the funds that help support those efforts, despite not being black. And rather than looking at this program and say, this addresses all of those statistics, like black women being 3 times more likely to die in birth, in pregnancy, or shortly after giving birth, among all of the other racial disparities of pregnancy, of birth, of infancy, of childhood. Nope, she ignored all that. She said, if I can't get this money, I'm going to sue. Because of the times that we are in and how we have watched things like affirmative action and efforts like the Fearless Fund, which was helping to support black women's businesses by pooling together a bunch of our funds together. And they said that was discriminatory. How much you want to bet they're going to say the same thing about this? Despite the disparities, despite the problems, despite this being a step to erase those disparities. And the wildest and most uncomfortable part about all of this that not a lot of people are speaking about, because it's so uncomfortable, is that they use other people of color to do it. They're using other people of color to help dismantle efforts and programs helped to uplift black folks despite the disparities, ignoring the disparities, and then calling it discriminatory because it doesn't benefit their community. So when black people tell you we are not people of color, don't call us people of color, don't get smart with us, don't try to fight against us. Look at efforts like this and realize why. Because there is no POC solidarity. There isn't one. Not when people try to dismantle what we need for our communities so mamas can stop dying, so our businesses can thrive, so we can get a fair shot at work and at school, because we don't get the fair shot. And we have the statistics and the data and the history to prove that. But everybody said, damn all of that. If it can't benefit me, it won't benefit any of y'all. So when you hear us say there is no POC solidarity, it is because of this. And if you have a problem with this, you need to check your communities, not ours. Okay, thanks, bye.
A Hispanic woman in California just got denied benefits from a program designed to help black mothers due to high infant mortality rates, right? But here's what people not talking about. The program is called Black Infant Health. It's been around since 1989. No income requirements. Race is the only qualifier. And the legal organizations challenging it, Pacific Legal Foundation, connected to the same network behind ending affirmative action in universities, small hat, Ed Blum, they need programs like this to exist because striking them down is the whole business model. Stay with me. Here's where it gets more interesting. The people who designed this program, they weren't naive. Constitutional lawyers have known race-exclusive public programs operate on borrowed time since the 90s. So why design it with zero income threshold, zero needs test, nothing that could survive a legal challenge? Maybe because the point was never longevity. Maybe the point was the narrative. The grievance cycle benefits both sides politically, and the actual black mothers, they the props. And then there's this. The research, peer review, not opinion, shows that it ain't all black women, which includes melanated immigrants who experience these catastrophic birth outcome disparities. It's specifically black American women. African and Caribbean immigrant women have significantly better outcomes, which tells you everything you need to know. This ain't about no skin color, which black Americans seem to be the only ones who understand this concept. It's about cumulative generational weight of being a black American. So a program that just checks the box black, regardless of immigration status, regardless of ethnic background, ain't even accurately targeting the women who actually need it, black American women. Lineage-based policy. Stay with me. So you have a program that was legally precarious by design, politically useful to both sides when challenged, and not even precisely built for the women it claimed to protect. Just like all these other programs and laws that were supposedly designed for the Black American lineage, but they used race in its place to sabotage it long term and to be able to give those resources to melanated immigrants. The people who built it knew exactly what they were doing. End of the day, you have to understand how American politics plays the long game. They'd much rather take the chance that the money they'll generate from these policies will overcome the lawsuit money they'll lose years or decades later. When it comes to the Black American, they'll give it short term and they'll take it away long term. The grassroots knows this, but it's the black politicians they put in your faces who get to set us up for failure.
Have y'all heard the story about Erica Jimenez out of Pasadena, California? Erica Jimenez is suing a Black infant health organization because her application was denied because she's not Black. She's white Hispanic. She sued them on April 2nd, 2026, and that organization has been around since 1989. To help marginalized communities and their children, to help poor Black communities have healthy children and healthy babies. You can pause to read. This is the picture that I've seen used for this story. I'm not sure if it's her, but this is definitely the picture that everyone is using. And here's my question. Why? Why, out of all the organizations out here? Why, out of all the places we can sign up for services? Why that one? I'll never understand why they just can't leave us alone. And I understand that she's not technically Caucasian, as in of European descent. However, she's obviously not Black. She knows she's not Black, but she chose this organization and then turned around and sued when they said no. It's giving she's doing this on purpose. Out of all the other places she could have gone for help, if that's what she's looking for, she chose this one, and she knows what it's for. It's giving she knew she'd have the opportunity to sue and cost that organization who is helping so many people, who has helped so many people since 1989. So she's going to sue them for all this money, and because it is a discrimination case, she's probably going to win.
I rebuke that. Lord, I hope not. I pray she doesn't win.
And cost them a lot of resources. Resources that they could be using to help other people like they've been doing for all of these years. It's the selfishness for me. It's the selfishness and the opportunistic spirit of it all. They really don't want us to have our own spaces now. They really, and when I say they, I mean they in every way they come. Be them from the Caucasus Mountains, be them from London, be them from Scotland, be them from Alabama or some trailer park in Louisiana. They do not want us to have our own stuff. They think that they have a right to everything that we have. And yet, Black people are the Black Americans are some of the most hated people on the planet, but yet these people still find their way into our spaces and wanting to take it over. It's the true colonizer spirit. And if you know history, we know Spain were the original colonizers. They taught everybody else in the world how to do it. Y'all can look up this story. It's all over the place, but Erica Jimenez, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And you are going to win your case. And I hope you never have a day's peace behind it. I hope every penny costs you $1,000 for the rest of your life. I said what I said. Leave us alone.
Do you know how much hate you gotta have to do some shit like this? And this is what I'm talking about. All these other people, they go out of their way, people, with Black American people. So you have a Hispanic woman who, she clearly knew that this program was for Black American people, for Black American women. And she applied in order to get denied so that she could take this to court. And because she wants to end this benefit that's meant for Black American women. But guess what, though? We are the ones who get called a hate group and all this other stuff because we point this stuff out. Because we aren't supposed to generalize. We aren't supposed to do anything, even though we have a long list of different things that these people do. They continue to do. They have a long list of anti-black shit that they do. Anti-black American hatred.
They sure do.
They come from the Hispanics. Pretty much comes from every group. I can't really think of a group off the top of my head that's like not anti-black American, which is sad. But I got people on here talking about black and brown unity. You'll never see them address this though. All these Pan-African minded, Rainbow Coalition minded people, they'll never address this. It doesn't matter when things happen to black Americans. It doesn't matter when these people are openly hating on black Americans. It doesn't matter. We're supposed to ignore it, and we're supposed to act like it's not significant, because it's not every single one of them. But these people are same ones talking about white supremacy and hate. So are you saying that it's every single white person? Me personally, I don't deal with white people anyway, so it don't matter. But are you saying that every last white person is a white supremacist? And it, you know, like, is that what y'all are saying? Because it seems like the only people we're supposed to call out for anything are the white people. I believe in calling everybody out. The white people and their little cousins.
I
the
agree.
Hispanic people. Because according to y'all go by this DNA stuff. So if we go by DNA, Hispanics are white. Because according to y'all, we some Africans, because according to the DNA, we average around 70% or 70 something percent African DNA.
Which are lies.
These Hispanics, their ancestry is on average is like 70 something percent European. So by your logic, they are white.
Did y'all hear about that Hispanic woman that identifies as white, by the way, and we are not going to say her name, with this lawsuit that is coming out of Pasadena, California, because she took upon her and all her audacity and went down to the Black Infant Health Program, which is a state-funded program, by the way, and she went down there unknowingly just being a blatant racist and tried to include herself in something that literally says Black Infant Health Program. So nor she identifies as black, nor are her children identifying as black. She wanted to include herself in a program that has literally been around since 1989, supporting and helping black mothers and their infants. But instead of going to WIC or to her local health department or to the other plethora of default programs that literally service and care for everybody, she decided that she wanted to go to one that specified the inclusion for black families, for black mothers, for black infants. Not because she truly felt excluded or that she was being discriminated against, which, by the way, a legal team decided to take her case, and they are pushing to say that this organization discriminated against her 14th Amendment, right? And the thing that people are not highlighting, as far as like these other news conglomerates, because we're definitely highlighting it, is that especially during Black Maternal Health Week, Black Perinatal Health Week, Black women are statistically, and it's been shown over and over and over again, that we are 3 to 4 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes than all the other races and demographics of women. Black infants die at twice that rate, NICU or not. And so this idea that this program is discriminating against me, that's the reason why the program exists. Mind you, they started in 1989, and we're in 2026, and we are still having staggeringly high numbers for Black perinatal and maternal health. And she decided to walk her nary ass all the way over to that organization and then file a discrimination lawsuit. This is why we say that just because you are brown or BIPOC or whatever it is that you may choose to identify on whatever day it feels best for you, that does not mean that you are necessarily our ally. Because there are still people and women like this who will do that purposefully
to try to defund an initiative and a program that literally saves and contributes to the safety of Black infants and mothers. Now, why would you do that?
The Black Infant Health Program in California is being sued. 𝒲𝒶𝓎 Jimenez was denied access to the Black Infant Health Program. People keep calling her white, but they are definitely weaponizing her Latinidad to do this. The Black Infant Health Program was started in 1989. Now, it wasn't started out of benevolence or anything like that. It was started because Black children were dying. Not only were Black babies in California dying, they were dying at twice the rate of every other demographic. The Black infant mortality rate in California was 2%. So that means out of every 1,000 babies that were being born, 20 were dying. Healthcare advocates, doctors, they petition the state, and the state is like, well, why are all these children dying, right? And they find that the number one reason is low birth rate. And they find that these issues are across socioeconomic barriers. So they start the Black Infant Health Program that's meant to tackle the main issues that Black women deal with when they're pregnant. This program was started literally to stop Black children from dying. So if you take that away, what are you saying?
See, I don't say things like this often, but I am so tired of white women nonsense. See, there's a lawsuit right now from a white woman who's claiming discrimination because she was denied access to California's Black Infant Health Program. The Black Infant Health Program exists because Black women are dying at higher rates during pregnancy and childbirth. Black babies are dying at higher rates. And this is true regardless of income, education, or access. This program was specifically created on purpose to address a specific harm. It is not about exclusion. And what we're not going to do is pretend that everything is for everybody, because it's not. Not every space belongs to you, despite what this country has told you. Not every resource is meant for you. And the entitlement to believe that it should be is exactly the problem. This is like me seeing a program designed to save LGBTQ lives when I'm not a part of that community. And instead of asking how I can support it, I'm asking how I can access it. See, equity is not about making sure everyone gets the same thing. That's what equality is. Equity is about making sure people get what they need. And what you don't need is to be a part of a Black maternal health program when you are not Black. It's Black Maternal Health Week. Like, leave us alone. See, this is exactly what we are talking about when we say decenter yourselves. Why are you trying to center yourself in a space that was created to save Black lives? You're not advocating for fairness. You're seeking attention. And we've seen this story before. The moment that something, anything, is designed specifically to address Black people and Black issues, then suddenly it becomes a problem. Suddenly it's, what about me? This isn't fair. But where's that energy when real disparity is happening to us? When we're denied basic health care or access to food or voting rights or education. This isn't about discrimination. It is about a refusal to understand history and a refusal to accept that you are not the center of every story. You don't believe in justice. You only believe in access when it includes you.
Here are my thoughts about this topic. This lawsuit isn't about fairness. It's about entitlement. Black infant health exists because Black women and babies are dying at higher rates and being failed by the healthcare system, even when they have education and money. When a white woman sues a life-saving program created to address a specific, documented harm to Black people, she's not attacking discrimination. She's attacking one of the few spaces not built around her needs and her comfort. That's not justice. That's ego and a refusal to accept that Black women are not getting the same care or outcomes and deserve targeted protection. What she's really asking is for the courts to erase the Black in Black infant health and turn a targeted remedy into a generic service, ignoring the fact that Black women are the ones dying at the highest rates. Now, look at the double standards about other non-Black programs that don't help us. What's wild is that nobody is suing Latino-focused health initiatives for being too Latino. We have Latino health initiatives, Spanish language community health worker programs, and consulate-based services like Ventanillas de Salud that exist specifically to meet Latino communities where they are. They're culturally tailored on purpose. Language, culture, and community are the point. We also see programs that center European immigrant communities, ethnic clinics in certain neighborhoods, and whole systems built around majority white norms that don't even have to say white to still primarily serve white people. Nobody is running to court to say, this is discrimination against Black people every time a service centers Latino culture or European language. Meanwhile, when Black people finally get a program that literally has Black infant health in the name, backed by data showing Black moms and babies are dying more, suddenly the outrage appears. Suddenly it's unfair to have anything explicitly for us, even when our lives are on the line. Other communities are allowed to have culturally specific care to address their needs, and rightly so. But when Black women get something built to keep us and our babies alive, it becomes a legal target. That tells you this isn't about equal treatment. It's about controlling where Black people are allowed to center ourselves. Why we aren't out here suing everybody? Why don't Black people sue their programs? Black folks are not lining up to sue Latino maternal health programs or immigrant support clinics because we understand what it means to be underserved and to need culturally specific care. We recognize those programs as survival tools for another marginalized group, not as an attack on us. The difference is that anti-Blackness makes even Black-centered survival work look like a threat. A program for us is seen as taking something away from others, instead of just giving us a fraction of what they already had.